How much horsepower do you have?
10 horsepower. Hoffman power. Hoffman powers.
What kind of vehicle did you bring? What is
It's a
this?
very special German culture vehicle.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, I'm finished. It's
He's
like
winded.
exercises.
He's winded because he rode this all the way
roll
here.
up on this thing?
Yeah.
I used to have these wheels on my Volkswagen in 2006. Since we're not locals here, I mean, Larry spent a bunch of time around the ring and stuff, but we brought out our guy you might know. Hi. So Sydney has a plethora of really rad cars, so he offered to come down. He's gonna show us around Germany a bit, and then we're gonna head up towards his area, which is near the Nürburgring, and we're gonna check out some of his car, but more on that later.
Oh, no, you want a pedal?
Yeah. Let's go for a ride.
You need a lot of. Oh, shit.
Oh.
It feels not good.
How do you turn in this thing?
Larry, you look like a rickshaw. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna meet Klaus, owner of KW. He's gonna show us around the shop, and then he's got a pretty rad collection of cars that we could go through. We're in Klaus's little toy garage he has here with all sorts of fun stuff. But one thing we want to check out, this is like a GTR style E36. It looks pretty crazy.
Good thing Klaus is here because he knows all about this car.
The car I bought because of an unfortunate incident. Georg Plasa, who designed to build the car, he got killed in a car accident. This car has been the car he won most of his titles, so he won all of his European Championship titles. Has a big heritage, and it's a car the fans just loved. When I got the opportunity to get my hands on the car, I said I would like to get the car. I want to keep the car. I want to get the car back into the conditions Georg was racing it. It's a 3.4 liter Judd engine. That engine produces, Georg said 560 horsepower at 10,800 RPM.
Holy crap.
That's almost
11,000 RPM V8.
But you see, it revs up
Amazing.
to almost 12,000 RPM. Yeah, the peak
What?
power is 10,800 on a hill. Like in Goodwood, the top revs we reached was 11,800 RPM.
Wow, that's insane.
12,000.
Whew, boy. And look how low it is in comparison to not the intake runners, because those are light. The cylinder heads are 6 inches beneath the strut tower. Keeping all that weight low and down creates a real low center of gravity. Look how thick this windshield banner is. How do you see? The whole window.
Even this is cool.
Oh yeah. I like the carbon fiber plate covering the roll cage.
The weave is crazy on this drive shaft, though, huh? It's unreal.
Do we know what differential this is?
That's extra differential.
Extra.
Extra gearbox.
Like you can really tell a car has working aero when it extends not just a splitter and a diffuser, but even like the paneling around the transmission tunnel and then just deflecting air away from the rear tires as well.
There are a lot of custom-made parts on the suspension, all the control arms. The strut housings are made of magnesium, former DTM parts Georg is using. The car's been the quickest natural aspirated race car on the track.
Wow.
Which has been a surprise to us as well. For us, been really a big accomplishment.
Very cool.
This place is huge.
This part is actually pretty cool. This is an assembly line that goes across the street, right? It's a conveyor belt.
And what's wild is like this massive warehouse is kind of tucked into like this little mountainside community.
Look over there. That's pretty much the whole town right there.
Yeah, we were driving up and I thought we were just in a residential area.
The whole town Fichtenberg is just KW.
Everyone that lives here just has their car slammed. And these all shocks?
Yeah, this is that's raw material.
How to get your car real low.
Like that on the market, they feel like you're just putting on a
Aluminum rod.
I love that disc because it's so true. It's so true.
shade.
So we all run KWs on our cars, so we had the opportunity to stop by here and get a little bit of an insight onto what goes into building these shocks. Tell us a little bit about yourself real quick.
I'm a car enthusiast, all of us, and I modify cars to a limit or to a point where I couldn't get them registered anymore on the street. So, you know, people told me I should take it on the racetrack. At some point, I just started my own business. Here in Fichtenberg, a team of more than 250 people, and more than 40 people out of my team is consistently developing new technologies, new applications, or improving existing products.
From raw materials, they come into here, stocked with everything from jigs for every car to flanges and everything you gotta weld on. And they actually do all the assembly right over in the next room.
A three-way adjustable club sport kit being assembled here at, you know, that station. So the different, you know, workstations represent also different valve technologies, and it's in total 13 different valve technologies.
TIG welded by hand.
Hand welded, TIG welded, yeah.
You tried to make your own shocks for your RWB? How'd that work out?
It was just trash. Welding is very, very, very difficult. Yeah?
No, really? Were you trying to make it so the car could go lower?
Yeah, it goes lower, but then it crashed into the ground.
When we started in 1999, I built 800 in a year. 2 years ago, we built 230 a day. And now we are averaging out more than 600 shock absorbers every single day.
Wow. What is this coating?
It's a new technology for a 2-layer powder coating. That powder we are using here is perfect corrosion protection, and it still, and it remains the conductivity, because that's what you need to be able. You need to be able to ground it. You want to put your name on it? We could do that. You enter your name when you order the product, and we just put your name on one of the coils of our spring.
Put my name on that one. See where it goes.
I live for my work, but with Klaus, he lives at his work. That's your commute right there, just down this driveway.
Yeah, and if it rains, I just walk.
Scotto, buy a racetrack, put a house there, put Hoonigan at a racetrack, and we can make this happen.
And you're all good.
Amazing.
So KW just happened to have a pretty cherry V10 R8 sitting around, and Larry wanted to take these things up to the mountains and go take some photos. Holy f***, this thing revs at $9 grand? Wow. Don't do your research before you drive one of these. It's way more exciting.
Jeez, that thing sounds so good. Vinny's having a lot of fun, maybe too much fun, in the Audi R8.
Oh man, this thing is so much fun.
And we're gonna finish off with a static shot right here with this awesome background. Back up a little bit.
You know, I really like crappy cars, and at Hoonigan we kind of have a penchant for really crappy cars, but nice cars are kind of fun. But I'd probably rather drive my S14 than this, so. When you come out and shoot, you know, photos like this, like how do you come out and look for locations? What do you look for in a location?
I go out of my way to make sure I have good backgrounds and I have really good natural lighting, just because I don't do Photoshop in that, like, I don't replace the backgrounds or anything, you know, so I actually have to get the cars physically to the good places for my kind of shooting. I'll grab a couple shots here, I'll grab a couple shots there, I'll drive it a little bit. It's just like tells the whole story about enjoying the car.
Larry, so you want to shoot this car.
Yeah.
But you have someone else wiping it down for you. That's how you know you've made it, right? Because you don't have to prep your own car. What you working with?
Some Mother's Instant Detailer.
This is your go-to, Larry?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is when you're driving and you're going from location to location, even though the car's washed, you have to kind of wipe it down real quick before you actually shoot it.
That's because you don't Photoshop. Why don't you just Photoshop? You can Photoshop and not have to clean cars.
That's too much work. I'd rather just clean the car ahead of time.
It's also not too much work when you don't have to do it. How do you like the R8 V10?
It's so smooth. It sounds good. It's not too loud, but I can't believe how smooth the acceleration is versus like a lot of the turbo cars we've been driving.
Have you driven shit car?
I have.
Is it better? Worse? About the same?
I mean, you know, the shit car is here, and I'd say the V10 R8 is maybe here.
I don't know. That's cool.
Okay, they're about even, okay?
Is there a shirt with an R8 V10 on
Wait,
it?
only one of these cars can do a burnout, and it's not that car.